Hey, what's up? This is Alaskan Malamute here. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been having a bit of an early UK summer. We've had some nice temperatures, so it's time to bust out the shorts. And luckily for this year, there are so many decent options out there. And boy oh boy are we going to do a big old rundown of different price points and aesthetics and some things that I've picked up for myself as well. There are a couple of primary areas we'll be looking at: the more modern twist on the pocket heavy cargo short, some more ultralight nylon options, and some unconventional cotton or chino shorts. So with that in mind, let's hop right in. We'll get the easy one out of the way first, the Patagonia Baggies. They're not too expensive, they're ultra versatile, there are loads of colour options, and quick drying nylon keeps them practical without them looking like saggy old dad shorts. These are the ideal option for doing all-purpose stuff in, and I feel like they're frequently recommended for good reason. You can't really go wrong. If you're thinking summer techwear though, Acronym have definitely got you covered. The SP29-M here, using that same great Milliken fabric that we talked about in the J97 video. And means despite all the features, these are super lightweight and agile, and there are features abound because these things are literally covered in pockets. There is a total of 12, I think. 2 phone pockets, 2 raid pockets, 2 cargo pockets, 2 hand pockets with the Y-shaped deep pocket split thing, 2 back pockets. There's just pockets all over the place. And some of those have sub pockets as well. And yet still this package looks way more ultra modern than your conventional cargo short, although they do come in coyote if the more gorpcore thing is your style. These are the most popular retailer item by a significant margin, and I think it's easy to see why. If you end up picking a pair of these up, they'll probably be the only pair of shorts that you wear all summer. They also use a new one-handed belt system, which is quite cool, although a little bit more fiddly, putting the belt through this loop, and the pull tab has a tendency to not sit flush against the belt, which is a little bit annoying, but other than that, these are a real banger, even though they are pretty pricey. If you like the multi-pocket look but don't want to spend that cash, can't say I blame you. Instead, check out the Maharishi M51 cargo short. They come in at £185, far cheaper than the Acronym ones, and they use large cargo pockets and hand pockets with these flap closures to really draw attention to them, and you've got an extra cargo pocket on one side. Ultimate technical aesthetics, especially when combined with these straps at the back, which you can either have hanging down or tying up and securing the contents of your cargo pockets. It's a good way of getting a lot of visual interest out of your shorts, which typically would not have that much on them, and these are one of Maharishi's cheaper options this season as well. Japanese brand Goldwin have a great pair of pocket heavy cargos which still manage to look nice and modern. You've got these really big top entry 3D pockets, which when combined with the pretty minimal branding, means these could easily be styled in a more urban appropriate setting, even though the brand is more associated with the hiker stuff than anything else. At £120, they're a bit more affordable still, but of course there are far more options at this price point and lower, one of which being the Gramicci Chuckwalla shorts here. Instead of a cargo pocket, you've got these oversized hand pockets here, which when combined with the pleat at the top, still give these a pretty technical look. These being fleece lined and water repellent makes them ideal for high output activities when you're going to be getting wet and muddy and maybe a bit sweaty as well. Grey and black are a nice choice here, and they seem to be on sale on the Europe website, coming in at £98 currently. But even these are some of the more expensive of the Gramicci shorts. They have a whole shell line, which includes a bunch of different models depending on the kind of features and functionality you want, and I think all of them are under $100, so like £70–80 kind of mark. Whether packability or durability is your preference, they've got you covered, and all of these come in a whole bunch of different colours as well, so you can be as edgy as you like or just go maximum trail ready ultra bright stuff. Gramicci generally seem to be growing in popularity a lot this year. A bunch more retailers are stocking them, so I'm sure you'll be seeing these out on the streets as well as out there on the trails. On the topic of activities though, I got a couple of shorts from Lululemon for running purposes. I can't remember the exact model name, so I'll put them on the screen because I bought them in store. But I've got an unlined pair and a lined pair. These black ones here are the lined ones, so they've got a nice phone pocket tucked under the lining, so it's not mega easy to access, but it does keep things nice and secure. And then I've got this rather jazzy unlined pair here as well. No one's going to be missing me in these bad boys, but these are super light and breezy, which I really like. They've got a bunch of different pockets that are the perfect size for phones and keys and like running essentials, and they're just mega comfy as well, so I would definitely recommend those. I think both of them were under $100 as well. And while they're very much an athletic item rather than a lifestyle one, I'll end up wearing both of these pairs quite a lot over the summer. Let's get back to lifestyle purposes though. Over the last couple of seasons, Japanese brand Norbit has been gaining some more attention, and they've got a couple of great pairs of shorts this summer. Firstly, their climbing short, which uses a super cool non-standard camo pattern that's also mega vibrant. You can see the outdoor lifestyle inspiration here, but it's a unique take on it as well. It's a very abstract leaf pattern using this performance performance nylon and mesh interior, so it's gonna look nice and be comfy. But to me, their more interesting model is the injection dyed shorts, which are the ones that I ended up picking up. I've got them right here, and I'm a big fan of these so far. I saw this injection dye, this unique finish, in some of their bags that they did earlier this year, so super cool that they brought these to the shorts, and I think it looks great here. With experimental dye very much being a thing in the techwear world, I can absolutely see these fitting in very nicely, being worn alongside some 11 by BBS stuff or what have you, and since they are so kind of interesting and vibrant by themselves, you don't really have to try too hard with the rest of the outfit. The pocket array is really cool as well. You've got this dual entry front pocket combined with this absolutely enormous back pocket, which does indeed pass the switch test. Material is this nice lightweight, slightly papery feeling nylon, but it still has a decent feeling of durability about it, so really nice for a breezy, ventilated pair of shorts. Be warned, these are small though. I normally wear a 33 or a 34-inch waist, and I had to buy an XL in these, so you'll probably find yourself needing to go a size up from your regular. But they're a great looking pair, I think, and you certainly won't have anyone else wearing these. Apart from me, obviously. If you really want something unique no one else is going to be rocking though, these are my favourite looking shorts on the list. I've never seen anything like them, these Kiko Kostadinov shorts. I love the multi-layering and the disrupted hem, which still manages to look very clean and intentional. I saw these in DSM in London, and I had to stop myself from trying them on because good lord are they expensive, but I had a feeling that if I tried them I would really like them. Quite a substantial feeling though, and quite structured rather than light and floaty, which I think suits the cut of these shorts pretty well, and there are some coordinating Kiko Kostadinov things out there as well if you want to go for the full fit. It's a really nice crossover between athleisure and menswear, which Kiko Kostadinov is really good at, and I think a lot of other designers and smaller brands are trying to imitate now. Okay, let's get back to the more affordable stuff. I feel like the Nike Volley short is going to be pretty popular this season. Not only do they come with that nice retro-approved 5-inch inseam that people seem to love, but this little cargo pocket on one side gives you a little bit of extra versatility, not only because you've got some carrying capacity there, hey, stick your AirPods in there, but the whole thing packs away into that tiny cargo pocket. Great for travel or whipping out for an impromptu short-wearing sesh with the boys. Pretty well priced too, and available in pretty much whatever colour you want. Another sportswear brand option, but in a very different direction, is these Reebok natural dye waffle shorts. They look mega comfy. I feel like they fit quite nicely with that Fog Essentials, ALD, New Balance kind of aesthetic, which seems to be pretty popular at the moment. They tread that line between comfort and practicality and sophistication, and I can see a full outfit made up of these neutral tones working really well. A very effortless way of suiting the warmer weather for sure. Have a look at brands like Story MFG and Capital, both of which are slightly more bohemian looking and have a lot of personality. They're the kind of thing that you could just live in all summer if this is your aesthetic of choice. And in similar fashion to those Norbit shorts, these do a lot of the heavy lifting, so you can just sit back, wear some other chill, effortless stuff, and you'll still end up looking pretty fresh. There are quite a few commonly featured brands on the channel I think have nice looking shorts. I've already mentioned Maharishi, but they actually have a bunch of interesting options. I'm starting to come around a bit more to camo stuff when used tastefully or using these unconventional patterns. I think can be pretty cool. Maharishi using this nice tiger stripe camo pattern this year, and although the regular shorts are fairly expensive, they have a swim short version as well, which comes in far more affordable, so I could be tempted with some of those. There were a couple of Stone Island Shadow Project ones I liked as well. I think these black ones look super nice with this doubled up hem there, makes them look really interesting, and the zipped pockets make them look a little bit more luxurious, although I'm not always a fan of zipped hand pockets from a usability perspective. Unfortunately, they are monstrously expensive, and that also goes for the patterned version, which have this distorted, kind of oily looking flower pattern, which is used over quite a few of the pieces this season, and I think does look really nice. Really unique take on a classic floral print short, making this look really modern, quite masculine, and would fit in very nicely with a more technical aesthetic. How could we forget the Balenciaga Gamer shorts though? And they're even on sale. I mean, enough said. I imagine anyone that beats me on Apex is wearing these. Some of the women's stuff from the most recent Arc'teryx System A collection I thought was quite nice, and these shorts here are no exception. I actually feel like these are nicer than the men's version. They have this nice high-waisted design, interestingly shaped cargo pockets, making them a really nice mix of practical trail short and something a little bit more modern that would fit very nicely in a streetwear environment. The jackets tend to be the attention-grabbing pieces of these collections, but here I really think it's the shorts that are the winners. ACG has a new pair of cargo shorts as well. I quite like the ones from last year, and these ones essentially are an upgraded version of that, or modified, I suppose. I think the cargo pocket array looks a little bit nicer. They've rounded off the corners, which I think makes things look a little bit sleeker. And they've added a teeny tiny side-mounted cargo pocket, perfect for AirPods or any other very small, very valuable things you might be carrying. Not too sure about the wildflower print version, but if you're brave enough to rock those, I salute you. That was just a small subsection of some of the interesting things that I feel are around at the moment. What you'll probably find as well is whatever your favorite brands are, they will probably have a short option of some kind that will fit your aesthetic. So just have a little search of the kinds of things that you normally like. You'll probably find something good. I didn't even talk about longer Sarouel style shorts like these Y3 ones that I've had for quite a few years now, but below the knee shorts are definitely a vibe. So I'd be very keen to hear if anyone's got any good recommendations for those. And also as well, if there was a particular pair of shorts here that really stuck out for you, whether it would be one of the ones down here that I picked up for myself or some of those other recommendations. And most importantly, if you think I've missed some and you've got some great recommendations of your own, please do add those to the comments, because that's going to make the video as helpful as possible. Really appreciate everyone's support on doing stuff like that. It really does help, not just me, but everyone. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like, because that massively helps out the channel as well. Thanks to everyone who enjoyed last week's video on the J97. I realized that acronym jacket reviews are a little bit more niche, but I did my best to try and make it a bit more interesting for as many people as possible. Shout out to Ken Blackwell, who left some of his more detailed thoughts on the J97. Definitely appreciate that. And shout out to you for making it all the way to the end. We've got some upcoming summer stuff. There's going to be some summer accessories. I picked up this teeny tiny little pouch. We'll be talking about this and a whole bunch of other even more exciting things. And maybe some sneakers as well. I've got another jacket that maybe I'll talk about. Who knows?